On Sunday, I granted an interview to one Joseph Kofi, who is the brother of RNAQ's ex-wife. And if you go and check the comment section, let me read some of the comments. These are some of the comments under the comment section. I just had to unsubscribe quick. Headless YouTuber has disappointed me. Someone said, Headless, I'm disappointed in you, and I'll be very fair. Didn't expect you to do this, and I know RNAQ has given you a cool $10,000. And the brother of Joanna, his head like T-square. No amount of money can let me go and speak against my sister on a podcast, even if she correct or wrong. To be fair with you, another person said, I'm so disappointed in you, Headless. I'm definitely unfollowing you. How can you be easily bribed like this? SMH. Someone said, this boy is greedy bastard. Okay, no, this one is not. I'm disappointed in this interview. Headless, do the needful. Headless, I'm disappointed, bro. Just said, I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. This wasn't the video I had planned for this week, but here we are. And I've already said that I'm going to use this channel as my diary session and stuff like that. So yeah, if there's an issue like this, this is the best place to handle such an issue. One thing I've always found funny is when people call me biased. Anytime someone says I'm biased, I laugh, because on YouTube, I consciously sit on the fence and act unbiased. I consciously, it's a conscious effort. You know, when I started off anonymously, I knew that being anonymous, people already think you are up to mischief. You are coming to, like, you know, drag people and expose people and stuff like that. That's the first thing, because why are you hiding, right? So I consciously made an effort not to step on anybody's toes, not to like expose anybody, those kind of things. People will come to you with information, have information about this person, expose them. I tell them no. If the issue is out already and it's trending, I'll talk about it just as it's trending, but I will not be your tool to come and expose and expose and expose. So I've always maintained that. And those... Light off. Heading. Oh my God. When the light comes, we'll continue.
One eternity later.
Yeah, so the light is finally back after some hours. Now, where was I? Yes. And those who have been on my channel or who have been watching my content for so long know that Headless YouTuber is not biased. And the only person I can say I'm biased towards is Mr. Drew. With me, I don't see Mr. Drew doing any wrong. Aside that, everybody else, I just, you know, act or just say the news as it is. Now, regarding this particular interview that I granted, and people are shouting in the comment section saying I'm biased, and I've $10,000. Do you know what $10,000 is? That's I've been paid $10,000 to interview this person. Let me tell you a story of what happened since Saturday. Marik posted that he set up a Twitter space reminder that conversation with Miss Joanna Quaye this evening, 7 p.m. We are getting into the details and sticking to the evidence presented in the divorce proceedings. No hearsay, open questions. And then he posted it on Twitter that a space is about to happen at 7 p.m. At 4:47 p.m., I texted Marik and I said that this convo, like, if it happened on YouTube. I didn't know Marik was in talks with them. I even wanted to interview the woman. So as soon as I saw this, I told Marik that, Charlie, this convo, like, if it happened for YouTube. This is proof that I was ready to make my platform available to listen to Madam Joanna. While this was going on, I was even talking to, I was trying to get Madam Joanna through another means, because I didn't even know that Marik had connection to her. So I even wrote that myself, now they try to reach out to her through a relative of hers. And I tried that side. I gave out my number to the person that if you can reach Madam Joanna, give her my number, because I would like to interview her. Fast forward, the space happened. And during the space, a lot was said, including Madam Joanna's brother. And the lady said that he's following his stomach, and even made a comment about Madam Joanna not being cool with her brother. You remember? Cool.
The court that there's a group that Richard is part of. And after the divorce was filed, he had put in the WhatsApp message that they were going to sack every relative of Joanna. Confirmed?
Yes, I.
Can you speak to that? Okay.
And that was actually what was done, except for one person. But every other person was sacked.
And this one person is a relative of Joanna.
This one person is the brother of Joanna, the junior.
And the junior brother. And he's still there as it stands now.
He's still there because he decided to follow his stomach.
Interesting. And so based on what you're saying, I am guessing that the relationship between Joanna and this brother is not very great.
They don't speak to each other. They don't speak. And Joanna doesn't intend ever speaking to him.
Okay.
Right after the space at 9:21 p.m., I received a call from Madam Joanna herself. She called me at 9:21 p.m. and we spoke for 1 hour 21 minutes. Imagine what we were talking about. We spoke for 1 hour 21 minutes, but unfortunately it's like off the record. I wanted to interview her. I told her that, I would like to really interview her, get to know her side of the story and everything that went on throughout, their beginning and everything. I would like to interview her. But then she said, because of her lawyers had advised her not to, or she's not sure whether her lawyers would advise that since they are going to appeal. But aside that, off record, we spoke for 1 hour 22 minutes. Had a long conversation. I asked her all the questions, including the ones that I asked her brother. I asked her questions. I asked her about the food poisoning allegation. I asked her about the cheating allegation, she and Scratch. I asked her other things that were flying on social media, information that were flying on social media. I asked her everything. We had a long conversation, and I really wish I could have put that conversation. Like I really wish she could have availed for me to record and put it out. Now that same Saturday, I was looking for the court transcript, the one with the cross-examination and all that. I was looking for it. I was even texting some lawyer friends of mine, and when I texted them, they told me that it's only the lawyers of the petitioner and the respondent. I'm talking about either RNAQ's lawyer or Madam Joanna's lawyer that can file for that that can ask for that file and maybe be given to me, because those files were not publicly available. So that my friend even told me that no, those things there, unless I ask Madam Joanna herself to get her lawyers to give it to me, or I ask RNAQ to get from his lawyers to give it to me. So I was even looking for that. I asked Madam Joanna, and she told me she would ask her lawyers, and that she's very sure they have those files, but she would get them to me, maybe print them or whatever, and print them and get them to me on Sunday. So I didn't hear from her throughout the Sunday, and even on Monday I texted her to ask her again that how far with the files, because I want the files so that I can run a story about it. And till date, I've not heard from her. All these proving clearly that I was making serious moves to put Madam Joanna's side of the story on my platform. The same platform that they are saying I'm biased and I've been bought. No. Now, later, deep in the night, I received a call that the guy, brother, no, he wants to come and clear his name. He said that he wants to come and talk about what happened on the Twitter space when the lady said that he's following his stomach and stuff, and he was living in the house, so he has some information. I said, okay, cool, come. So Sunday we did that interview, and we put out the interview, and the comment section is just crazy. I'm not going to talk about like what he did. I mean, that's he and his sister, their matter. But the fact that people were dissing me and alleging that I've been paid to do that, it's just funny. Now, one thing I've noticed is that people who tell you most times, especially people in that comment section, those who were angry that I am biased, if you check, they are rather biased. Because they have already picked a side and they've stuck to that side. And so anybody from any other opposing side, they don't like the person already. They don't want to hear anything. They don't want to hear. So already you are biased. You've picked your side. That is it. I was ready. If all things being equal, I would have interviewed Madam Joanna and it would have been on the channel. Now ask yourself that if the interview with Madam Joanna had happened, would you have called me biased? That I'm interviewing Madam Joanna and when we've not heard from RNAQ's side, would you have told me I'm biased or not? Answer this question truthfully. Also, my interview with the guy, Madam Joanna's brother, no? If that interview, when he came, if he came to speak for Madam Joanna or he came to say everything that like in favor of Madam Joanna, would you have told me I'm biased? Answer that question truthfully. Just answer it. You see, those who have been on my channel for long, they know me, Stonebwoy versus Shatawale. When the whole, they say, if the matter comes on this side, I talk about it on this side. At the same time, if it's on this side, I talk about it on this side. The time Amrado and Lyrical Joe were beefing, those of you who know what happens on my channel, you've been watching for long, I react to Lyrical Joe's issues or the diss song as if I'm a Lyrical Joe fan, because people are enjoying the song like they are Lyrical Joe's fans. So I react to it, and then the shade that is going out to Amrado, I add spices safe. And then when Amrado replies, the same thing, I reply to it with the same energy, the same excitement, and then you will not even know who I'm supporting. Because my job is to present. That is my job. This same channel, people have told me I'm against Stonebwoy. This same channel, people have told me I'm against Sarkodie. People have told me I'm against Shatawale. One person. How can I be against everybody? Just because whatever news I am presenting in that moment doesn't favor you, I am biased. That is life. Now, even under the that video that I did, the interview, one of Madam Joanna's siblings, which is someone called Estelle Glover 720, came to comment under that video and said that, Joe, as my younger brother, it hurts me deeply to see you choosing a side that isn't based on the truth of our family. I don't understand why you would let Duke RNAQ influence you to lie against us. We both know exactly what happened with the company. Richard called us into that meeting and explicitly told us he was going to fire us. He followed through on that threat and sacked you, Becky, and me without us doing anything wrong. More importantly, let's look at the truth of what happened that night at the house. We were both in Dreamland. Dreamland is the name of the house. RNAQ's house at Dansuman. It's like 7 bedrooms. It's big. Has a swimming pool and like big house. It's called Dreamland. We were both at Dreamland when we heard Joan crying out. I was the one who went to get Richard's sister Abigail because she was right there in the house. Even though she heard him beating our sister, she hadn't come out until I knocked on her door. When Richard finally opened the door, we both saw him with our own eyes holding a leather belt, beating and punching Joan. You stood there and couldn't even move to stop him. I was the one who had to pull our sister out of that room. Joe, you know these are the facts. Don't let money or outside pressure turn you against your own blood and the truth of what we lived through. This person wrote this. And even under this same Eikra, I offered that if you would also like to come and also come and share your experience, since you were also in the house, you can come. My platform is available. But for some reason, since the person who came to speak didn't speak in favor of the woman, Headless has been paid. Then pay me. and I'm a listen, I'm using my platform and I've been paid and integrity and I'm disappointed in you and stuff. And I'm asking this question that if when the guy came, if whatever he said went in favor of the woman, would you have said that the woman has paid me? Or the woman there, she can't pay, it's RNAQ that can pay. No problem. Also, when lost my train of thoughts. What was I even about to say? Yes. I don't know whether because I've been doing videos, like let's say when RNAQ Food Bank, I've been doing videos about it. I went to Cape Coast on my own. They were doing some Cape Coast content creation seminar, and I went there and I said, oh Charlie, if I'm here, let me go and look for the RNAQ Food Bank in the area and stuff. All those, I don't know if it's because of that all of a sudden Headless is on RNAQ's payroll. Headless was paid to interview this guy. Headless is against the woman. Headless is, oh Charlie. It's always funny to me. This wasn't even the video I was planning on dropping this week, but you know, since the whole thing happened, the comment section is crazy. People are just talking. But if you really look deep into it, you realize that most of the people who are saying that I am biased are only saying that because whatever the guy came to say wasn't in their interest. Because if whatever the guy came to say was in their interest, they'll be very happy. And I've already showed you proof that I was ever willing to interview the side that was against RNAQ way before the guy even reached out to me. I was pulling strings giddy giddy. I didn't even reach out to RNAQ devs earlier. I was pulling strings giddy giddy to reach the woman. But because that didn't happen, and the guy's interview happened first, it be me way the $10,000 safe it funny me. Cause do you know how much $10,000 is? That's 100,000 cedis. If the conversion rate is 10 cedi, that's over 100,000 cedis. How you people they see money for this country? Is like somebody will carry 100,000 cedi, give you say interview this person. Hey, Charlie. The person that court is telling him to give somebody 300,000, he will remove 1/3 of it and give to me just for interview. Charlie, you. Oh my God. So yeah, I don't fault them at all. You know, when people are speaking from emotion, usually that's how it happens. They so far as it doesn't go their way, they will be dragging you and stuff like that. For the brother and the fact that he came to say whatever he said. Against his family and stuff, you can have your own reservation about it or whatever, but you know, that's you. But saying that I'm using my platform to promote one side when I was even trying to pull the opposing side giddy giddy and it couldn't work. Whoever Marik, so the interview that Marik did on the Twitter space, was Marik paid by the woman? Or that one there is not biased, but it's me that I'm biased. Me that I was even trying to pull that particular Twitter space to even happen on YouTube so that we can interview them and put it on my platform. The same platform that people are saying I'm doing this. That one there is not biased. As you know, your interest inside there. Headless is biased. When I was showing.